discussion. This could just be a conversation that's been relayed back to someone that's now dead and happened a couple of weeks ago. But according to Bruce, he was tweeting out some other tweets that this is actively ongoing, and it's important to also note that GMs and their staff always are constantly talking to other teams. Like, these discussions happen all year round. You know, they don't just get to the trade deadline or these key trigger dates like December 15th. And
Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy. Who is him though? And we back talking sports. So I'm hearing a lot of rumors around the Pistons. Of course, you know, everybody's been trying to put us in a whole bunch of trade, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of trade talks. I say for good reason, because people believe that, you know what I'm saying, we just need one trade to really become a real contender and everything like that, which I appreciate and I understand. Although, you know what I'm saying, I'm not opposed to us just keeping everybody. But over the last maybe 2 or 3 games, I've kind of warmed up to some of these trades, others not so much. But 2 trades that I did see, shout out to Pistons Jack, because I saw this on his channel. Was that I'm guessing Sacramento and Detroit are both you know what I'm saying, talking about trades. Apparently. This is just a rumor, apparently. So I guess they're in talks about Dennis Schroeder. And I think that's a great move. I think getting Dennis Schroeder back would be amazing. I give them a pick or two, maybe a 4th, 5th round, 3rd, 2nd round pick or something like that. Another guy, you know what I'm saying, who helped us a lot last year in the playoffs. He was very clutch. He was a really good creator, could score the ball. Dennis Schroeder was really great for us last year. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, JB and the guys over there would be delighted to have him back. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? Like, I think, we Pistons fans and everything like that, we would be delighted to have him back, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we can't get Beasley back, we'd be delighted to have him back. But 9 times out of 10, we'll be able to have him back more than Beasley, because we don't know if Beasley is going to play. So I want y'all to hear, I guess, what the rumor is from Pistons Jack.
and I always say here, and I was scrolling through Twitter, just catching up on the latest news, ciphering through some typical negative stuff, overreactions, whatever, and then I came across this tweet from Bruce Tennant, who's a longtime Pistons fan, someone who tweets about the team very regularly, in a very measured way. Bruce tweeted out that Sacramento and the Pistons continue to talk trade, with December 15 a key date. Kings desperately looking to offload salary. Now, important to note this.
So December 15th. That means they are trying to get off of their contracts. Mind you, the Kings are doing a fire sale. They're trying to get rid of everything moving. I think Dennis Schroeder would be a absolute perfect backup point guard for us. You know what I'm saying? Absolute perfect. He was great last year for us. Tenacious defender. Can shoot the three. Can slit. He's very crafty. Can get to the hole on bigger defenders. Not afraid to take the big shots either, even though K got it this year. The K he was playing with last year is not the K this year in the fourth quarter. But I think it's a wonderful move. Now, what we will give back to them, Probably like a pick, a second round pick, maybe a third, fourth round pick, probably. Dennis Schroeder not gonna cost that much. Also, another guy who I just saw an article on Piston Powered. Another guy who has been brought up on being traded here is Trey Murphy. I really like this one, just probably as much as I like the Dennis Schroeder pick. Because Trey Murphy shores up a spot that I think we definitely need. So it says the Detroit Pistons could potentially cash in some of their chips for Trey Murphy, but it will come with a cost and some risk. Murphy is a guy many Pistons fans have had their eyes on, as he would feel the distinct need as a 20-point per game scorer who can fill it up from 3-point range. The Pistons are among the worst teams in the league in 3-point shooting and aren't always able to overcome it with defense and paint scoring, as we saw in the recent loss to Boston. Nah, that's just nobody came along with Cade. That ain't had nothing to do with really, like, you know what I'm saying, had nothing to do with that. Bill Simmons suggested that T Mill would be a better target than Lauri Markkanen. I agree. As Murphy actually plays defense and is making about half of what Markkanen makes. The Pistons could also have an advantage dealing with the Pelicans, as Trajan Landon has connections there. Right. Now remember, Trajan Landon was the GM for the New Orleans Pelicans. Who is the GM at the New Orleans Pelicans now? Troy Weaver. Joe Dumars. Come on now. That would be such a sweet deal, such an easy talk. We basically talking to the people that we talking to a Detroit legend and Joe Dumars, although he fucked up the Pistons. And we talking to Troy Weaver, who drafted a lot of our guys. You know what I'm saying? Drafted a lot of our guys. Now, granted, he didn't put the right team around them, but that's one thing I do give Troy Weaver credit for. He drafted Isaiah Stewart. He drafted Cade. You know what I'm saying? He drafted Cade, drafted Dern. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to give him his love. Got to give him his love. He drafted Asar. You know what I'm saying? I got to give him his love for that. But I think that would make it an easy deal. Trey Murphy for Jaden Ivey and Tobias Harris. And some picks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it says the Pistons could also have the advantage dealing with the Pelicans, as Trajan Landon has connections there, and New Orleans GM Trey Weaver drafted most of the Pistons' young players, and we know he never falls out of love. The trade Simmons suggests would be a departure from what Trajan Landon has done so far, but is it worth it? On a recent podcast, Simmons suggested the Pistons could flip both Jaden Ivey and Ron Holland. No, along with 2 first-round picks to land Murphy from the Pelicans. We're not giving up Ron Holland. The 2 first-round picks, I don't know about 2 first, maybe 1 first, and Jaden Ivey and Karis LeVert, or Jaden Ivey and Tobias Harris. We're not giving you Ron Holland. I can promise you that, especially the way Ron Holland playing defensively. It would be a far better for the Pistons to include more picks, I agree, than to throw 2 players to the Pels for Murphy, who is good but not a star and been hurt a lot, including this season. So has Ivy, so that's a wash. But the inclusion of Holland might be a deal breaker for the Pistons, which is 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? 100% correct, bro. So, I mean, I like, yeah, I think you just trolling in here. You ain't even listening. Trolling. I like Trey Murphy, but not for 2 players and a bunch of picks. I think we could give them 2 first round picks, 3 first round picks, and get him. You know what I'm saying? 3 first round picks and Jay Nivey, or 2 first round picks and Jay Nivey. That should be, you know, and maybe Sasser to make the contract work or the money work. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I like the move. Just depends on what we give up for him. But I love the Dennis Schroeder move. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Please subscribe to my backup channel, Real Hendo Reactions. And I'm out, man.